So this is the main bedroom of the property. A few things happened here. There was an Artex ceiling, old lath and plaster, as there was downstairs, but we didn't choose to board these because we didn't have the time. So I took out a section in the far corner, which was really damaged and hanging, and replaced it with plasterboard. Then bonded around it with scrim tape, which is a mesh nylon tape that strengthens it. I have mentioned this in the last one actually. So yeah, strengthened that up, and then it PVA'd, and then literally was ready for plastering. It was quite a thick stipple. So my advice on that is to use a bonding first. The bonding coat is a thick plaster. Plaster works about sort of 2 to 3 mil of plaster. Past 5 mil, plaster doesn't like it. It's too thick, it will start rippling, it will start sagging and all sorts. So you use a bonding or a hardball. These are just thicker plasters, and they go, so you can then just mould out the shape that you want. So because with Artex these days, because of the fear of asbestos in the Artex itself, we don't like to rake them. Usually you scrape them back in the old days, and then you would plaster over the top. But these days, because of the asbestos chance, there are little kits that are now cheaper to do, which you can take a little sample, send it off, and bring it in. It comes back and it tells you if there is asbestos in there. If there's not, obviously you can scrape it. If there is, you're best off just leaving it alone, sealing it up, going over the top of it. We didn't have the time for that, so again, it was just literally, let's get this on. So thicker bonding coat first, let that really go off. Then 2 coats of plaster over the top of that. Obviously there's a lot of weight, but it held up. It holds up, it does work. Bonding is quite heavy, so I use a hardball, which is the same thing, it's just you can put it on a little thicker, and it needs to be a lot lighter. So yeah, put that on, plaster with 2 coats, leave it to dry. All we did with the rest of this property was, in this corner, for whatever reason, there was a big gouge in this, like literally almost the size of your fist, taken out. So what we did was we just literally filled that with the bonding, or the hardball, whichever you want to use. Filled that out with that, let that go off. You have to PVA that first, so that it adheres. Once that was done, I could come back, put a bit of filler on it, allow that to dry, rub it down, and as you can see, we have a sharp corner. Then all that was done was literally, everything was glossed this time. Everything's been glossed, all the walls, all the doors, all the skirting boards, all the doors. The window frames aren't, because they are plastic, they're going to get a good clean up. But everything else has been glossed, and then just a matte emulsion over the whole lot. So as I said before, you'll look at 3 coats of mist coat on the plaster, and you're looking at 2 coats at least on all the walls and the ceiling. And then literally you have a brand new room. And that is that.